Welcome to the 5 toughest holes at the beautiful Renaissance Club in East Lothian in Scotland. Home to the Genesis Scottish Open, a Rolex Series event on the DP World Tour. And today we have John Servadi as our tour guide, who's going to show us around 5 of the toughest and definitely most interesting holes right here. John,
absolutely.
Thank you so much for coming to do this.
Iona, we're so happy to have you.
It's going to be a cracker on a day like this.
We got a perfect one for it, didn't we?
Blue skies everywhere. Of course, it's always like this in Scotland.
Absolutely.
And where have you brought us to first, John?
So this is tournament 13. It's
Okay.
the signature hole at Renaissance, the iconic Fidra Island with the lighthouse in the back.
Yeah.
It's an intimidating drive, as you see, for us to start. So it'll be a great way to start the round.
It certainly will. This is going to be an absolute cracker, so hold on to your hats, folks.
Okay, Iona, you know the line on this one, right?
Well, no harm in being reminded, John.
Okay. So aggressive line is the right edge of the halfway house.
Okay.
And if you succeed, you got a flat lie and a better second shot in. It's a lot easier from the left side of the fairway. But if you don't want to bite off as much, you end up right, you're still safe and you got a tougher second.
Alrighty.
Okay.
Not here for second place today.
That's right.
Let's take on these lines.
We're going to take it on.
Yep. Oh, yes. Right on it. Looks good,
That
John.
looked okay. We'll see if it made it far enough.
You hit it exactly where you said you wanted to.
Yeah, that
Now,
was
there
tight.
is some hurt into the face today. It's hurting off the left-hand side, so pushing everything over to the safer side, to be honest. Left, if you hook this left, you're dead.
Perfect. That is perfect.
Thank you. Thanks for being here for another episode of the 5 toughest holes. Take a look at this. It is really doesn't get much better than this, and we've got 5 crackers coming your way. We also have 2 bonus holes if you're part of our Inside the Ropes community. So if you fancy seeing a little more of what the Renaissance Club has to offer, host to the Genesis Scottish Open, then come along and join us.
I've got about 135. Obviously everything here goes right to left, kicks hard right to left. So my line's going to be right side of the green, right edge of the green, maybe that path up in the distance. So
Okay. Strike.
got to go a little bit. Yep.
Oh.
I didn't quite get it.
The wind just puffed
Wind
up in
got
your
it,
face.
yeah.
The wind got it, it did, gobbled it up. Wind feeling a bit inconsistent right now, which makes tricky. But I've got a little 8 iron here.
Land soft. Looks good.
Get down.
Get in. Oh, great shot.
Not bad. There we go, a couple of shots into the first of our 5 toughest holes here at the Renaissance Club. And John, it's your family really that have been behind the making and what's happened here at the Renaissance Club over the last 10 years or so.
Yeah, it's been really special. You know, it was part of the vision initially to have a host professional golf on the course, and to see where we've come in a short 10, 15 years is pretty amazing.
And the last couple of years, of course, if you've been watching at home, have been filled with drama. We had Robert MacIntyre doing it for the Scots last year, Rory McIlroy the year before. How are you going to top that this year?
It's a tough one, isn't it? Those were 2 of the best finishes in golf in the past 2 years.
No doubt about it.
I don't know. We'll have to figure out and see. Everybody
Yeah.
will have to watch. I'm sure we'll have something special for everybody.
We'd love to hear in the comments who you think is going to take the title at this year's Genesis Scottish Open. Will it be Bob MacIntyre going back to back? Or maybe it's time for someone like Scotty Scheffler, Ricky Fowler.
Ricky loves coming here. And
He does.
Likes to play here.
Yeah.
He's won a Scottish before.
Jordan Spieth, he's coming into some good
He's
form.
looking good, and Justin Thomas will
Yeah.
be here, and he's in good form as well.
They are all going to be right here. This looks good.
A little firm, slow.
Using the contours.
Stop.
Okay. Not bad, not bad. You can see the way it all peels round on this green. Greens look lovely. They're in wonderful condition, and they'll just get better and better as we build up towards the tournament. Down the hill here, left to right. It's a tricky green, this one, I always think, John. You don't see a lot of players holding putts on this green.
It is a lot of subtle breaks on the golf course. The greens are very nuanced.
Go, go, go. Never had the gas. Never had the gas. Putting from above the hole makes you nervous. I've got
Good four, good
which
four.
I'll take. During the tournament week, a 4 here is a good score.
Just a little bit left to right, Dougie. Turn,
Good pace.
turn.
Go on.
Oh, caught the hole. A little
great
firm.
effort. I'm in a good mood, John, so I'm going to give you that one.
Yeah, we'll take it. Go on to the next.
On to the next one. Great start. One hole done.
So Iona, we've got a really tricky one here. We call this the shortest par 5 in East Lothian. If you don't play it right, okay?
Okay.
So a very diabolical green with bunkers to the left, one big bunker to the left and 2 to the right. And the green, if you can hit a really good shot and you get that funny bounce and you end up in the bunker. So I've talked to some tour players, Victor Perez is one, who I said, what do you do when this pin is up front? And he says, he lays up. So a tour player will lay up short and take your 2-putt and get out. Take
Sounds
5
smart,
out of play.
Really
so,
smart.
And the miss is short or long and left. So.
Short or long and left. Okay, yeah, it's all kinds of trouble down the right-hand side.
Trouble right, long and left is okay. Short and left, you could be in that bunker, and that's a problem as well. So
Okay,
we'll see. We'll see if we can execute here. All right. Short of the bunker. Okay.
Okay, that's short of it, is
Short. See, if I'd have taken the 1 extra, that would have been right in it.
There won't be many par 3s in the world where you consider a layup, especially when it's less than 130 yards. I've got my 52-degree wedge here, and I'm going to need all of it.
Oh, that's well played. Hop up. Oh, sit. That'll be good.
Good.
Well done.
Thank you. I feel like finding the green and holding the green here on 6.
That's a bonus for sure.
Pretty good.
That's good.
During the week of the Genesis Scottish Open, the media centre's down the left-hand side, and that, of course, is where I spend a bit of my time. And then there's this amphitheatre that surrounds this green. If you are going to come down and watch this summer, it's a fantastic spot to perch yourself in the grandstands, and they go, you know, the crowd really get into it, don't they?
This is the version of the waste management, the Scottish version of the waste management 16th. So
Yeah.
the stadium hole, they call it.
And they're a tough crowd to impress. I remember seeing some quality shots in here, but they went to like, I don't know, 15, 20 feet, and just a gentle
Just
applause.
a polite clap.
Yeah, it's either, you know, 5 foot or closer, and you might get a roar.
My fun on that. Well, that was a tough one. I didn't take my medicine either.
Yes, well done. Really
Out.
well done.
A victory.
Just to get out of these pot bunkers is something to be very proud of. You get in there, you could very easily take 2, 3, 4 shots and drum up a really high score at a very short hole.
Little tug. Oh,
Great
close.
putt there, John.
All right. Let's see a birdie.
Little left to right. So you think on the left edge, you can see that this green, it sort of sits like a tabletop, and I've just clung on to the left-hand side. But there are these swales, and particularly if the wind whips up, then you really have got no chance of holding the screen unless you've struck the ball perfectly.
On time. Oh,
Could feel the wind just moving that. Didn't move an inch. Ah,
good par.
yep. Can't sniff at a par on the 6th hole,
You got to be happy with the par.
We're standing on the 16th tee, which is a par 5. Good news for John and I, because it could be birdie time, but it has seen some drama through the years.
It sure has. Last year, you'll remember Bob
Yeah.
MacIntyre hitting it up on the right side. When he went up to the ball, I looked and you couldn't see his shoes in the rough. It was really juicy rough where he was.
Yeah.
And he hit the lucky sprinkler head
He
with
did.
his tee, with
Yeah.
his shoes. So
He had the metal studs in the shoes, And he said, because he's a lefty as well, if he'd been a righty...
If he's a righty, he's over here, he's not...
Yeah, he wouldn't have felt that, but because he's a lefty, as he went to put his feet into position, he felt his metal stud on something plastic, and he knew there was something under his foot, and because of that, he was, within the rules of golf, allowed to take his drop, and that gave him a little bit of an advantage with his next shot.
But to be fair, he made good use of it.
Yeah.
He hit a 6-iron from probably, 200, 210 to 6 feet and made the putt for eagle.
He did, and you do need the odd bit of luck when you're going to win a golf tournament, especially a tournament of this magnitude. Let's see then, John, what luck are we going to have down here?
Well, we need to be lucky on the drive, or a good drive. A good drive is just a bit right of that bunker. You want to stay out of the Bobby MacIntyre rough on the right. Yeah, you want to be just right of the bunker and hit you a good one. Wow, the Bobby MacIntyre sprinkler. That's right of him.
It's off to show us where it is.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
You want to be well left of that. That should be good. It'll kick a little left, but you should be okay.
Yeah.
Yep, beauty. Good drive.
Thank you.
And let's see, it's right around here. Here we are. Right here.
It is. So he kind of stepped in like this, didn't he?
Right, yeah, his ball was about right there where those divots are, where people have tried to take a shot of his.
It's not where you want to be. I mean, you're in a tricky spot.
It is.
And he just felt his metal studs on this. And he got the drop.
Got the drop.
Go on, Bobby Mac.
Yeah. Got to get a right kick.
Yeah, I've got my hybrid. Playing from a slightly elevated position, so plays a little downhill. There's probably 5 or 6 yards of help. Lewis, what was the number again? 224. 224 with my hybrid.
Come on around.
Come on around, baby.
You'll be okay, yeah.
John, how much have you enjoyed Tom Doak's involvement, and then more recently Podrick Harrington?
Yeah, that's been a treat having them on the property together and walking the golf course and seeing, what they could come up with in terms of improvements.
Yeah.
And every year, yeah, we get some feedback from the tour players and certainly get input from our members and try to factor that in. But they've been great to work together. It's fun to watch them together.
Yeah.
There's a lot of mutual respect between the two. And Tom has been open to minor improvements that come from the tour's recommendations.
Sure. What sort of things has Podrick Harrington brought to the table?
It's interesting. So he brought some ideas around toughening up the course, but without brutalizing the members.
Yeah, that's a tough challenge.
It is. So some of the areas, like the rough area that we had here, in terms of adding some mounding as opposed to adding bunkers everywhere, because if the players end up and having a little bit of unlevel lie in the rough, it's going to impact them a bit. They did that on the 3rd hole. Podrick actually put in a couple of bunkers though as well, or advised on some bunkers on the 1st, which catches a lot of drives on the 1st, and also the one on the 5th. He put in one on the 5th as well. Right. So yeah, it's been fun to watch them work together and see how they come up with great ideas to make improvements. Okay, right to left. Easy. It's going to run out just a little more than I hoped, but yeah, that's not too bad.
Okay. Apparently it was creeping up to the front of the green and it's trundled all the way back down, and that's what you do have here on this par 5, is a bit of a false front if you come over onto this right-hand side. There is a bit of a slipstream down the left. If you can enter the green from the left, you've got more of a chance of running one on. Unfortunately, I didn't find that slot, so I'm going to play a little bump and run here because it's so tight underneath. You can see the course right now is very firm and they've not had much rain, so it's running incredibly fast. It's quite baked out. Not a lot of room for error here, so something's down the breeze. I reckon a little pitching wedge.
A little bump and run. I like the weight. Hustle.
Keep going.
That was close.
Oh, didn't quite release.
Just a little bit more.
Ah.
Okay, Iona, let's make one of these.
Let's do that.
turn.
Come back.
Ah,
Great pace.
did not come back.
Hold your head.
One time. Yes.
Come on.
Well
Great
done.
lead from Lewis.
Good birdie.
A birdie there. That's nice, John.
Well done.
Aaron, a birdie.
Yeah, good job. That's not bad. Let's go.
So John, where have you brought us next?
Okay, I know you remember this one, the 17th. It's a great little par 3. We've got a cavernous bunker in the front you want to avoid at all cost. 2 tiers, right side, and then it rolls down to the left a bit. So on this one, I think what we'd like to do is hit it just a bit right of the pin.
Okay.
And it's playing what, Dougie? We said 153?
153. Okay, John, I'll follow you. Show me how it's done.
Okay, we'll give it a go.
Strike.
Oh, just a little tug. And that'll be down on the left.
All right. Well, we'll get to see that part of the green, which is always helpful.
Right at it. That should kick a little left. Oh, beautiful.
Is that good?
Lovely.
Right?
That'll be great.
Perfect.
So this hole, pretty unique on tour. They have the par 3 hole-in-one contest where they have a Genesis parked up at the back of the tee. And they also do a hole-in-one for the caddy if they make it. So they've had, I think, about 3 holes-in-one in the past years that Genesis has been on the sponsorship. So yeah, a few happy caddies and a few happy players as well.
That's awesome. What are you giving me today for a hole-in-one later on?
Yeah, that's right. We'll have to negotiate the Genesis.
All right. As you can see, it's a big green, and we see that quite often in links golf and certainly here at the Renaissance Club. So just because you found the green in regulation, it does not mean your work is done. And I'm over here a little bit long.
Yeah, you got a little long. I was surprised that you must have got a bad kick off that hill.
And you're down there, John. So we've got our work cut out here with the putter.
Dougie?
Just this side of where the ridge starts to go down. You want to be up as high as that.
Okay. Gotta go.
What a putt.
I'll take that one.
I think I can give you that one, John.
Okay. We're gimmies today, huh?
All right, this has got a little ridge halfway through this putt that's going to kick it from left to right.
Hopped on you a bit there. Get it, hit it.
Oh!
Good effort.
That was quite aggressive.
Ran out a bit on you there at the end.
It really did. So they're very smooth. I've got work to do.
Get in, look at that. Routine 2-putt. Well done.
You had me sweating there.
Fabulous.
For a moment. Great little par 3. Not that little actually, especially with a green that's this big, and it provides a real challenge before the players move to the final hole, the 18th, and I think that's where we're headed next.
That's right. Going 18.
We've made it to the 18th hole, a hole that's seen plenty of drama at the Genesis Scottish Open through the years, and it's a cracker really, isn't it?
It is. It's a wonderful hole. Depending on what the wind is doing, it makes it really interesting. So back in 2023, Rory's year, we had a 4-club wind into us. That year it played the #1 most difficult hole on tour that year of all the PGA events. So really difficult hole, but if the wind's like today, it's a little bit easier. So well bunkered hole, 2 that you want to stay out of on the right and 2 on the left as well. So the angle is right between the 2 sets of bunkers here.
Thread the needle.
Yes.
And of course the players play, well, 30, 40 yards, behind where we're teeing off today. And we've got this wall and then a second wall. And most of them do hit the driver, don't they?
Yes, they do. And they'll carry it typically over the bunkers pretty easily from back there from right about 500. Some will hit a 3-wood or to stay short of these bunkers as well. So depends again on what the wind's doing.
Yeah, well, I'm delighted that we don't have a 4-club wind into the face today. We've got some very favourable conditions actually. The sunny gods are shining down on us here at the Renaissance Club, and we've got a bit of help actually. From memory, if you can carry these 2 bunkers down the right-hand side, there's more room on the right. There's like a little area that kind of opens up, and it creates quite a good angle. I remember Bob MacIntyre going over there a
He
couple
was
of
over
times.
just right and almost close to the wall.
Yeah.
What we have done this year, though, Iona, is they've added a little bit of rough on the right side to give it a little bit of a penalty if they push it that way.
Right.
So that was one of the changes we did this year.
Okay, that little get out of jail spot is no longer.
Not so much.
All righty, well, let's
Okay,
see
we
what
ready?
we've got. Good strike.
Pushed it right. Let's see if it's enough.
Oh yeah,
Oh, it got over. I cleared
that's
it.
plenty. Well done. Uh-oh.
Go.
That is bunker bound. In.
Did it go in?
It's
Just
gone in.
Oh,
Oh dear. And that looks like a deep one.
it's a deep one. It's definitely a penalty to be in there.
Oh crikey.
Well, you got to experience a couple of
You do.
the pot bunkers.
And that's so
to get
much
the-
about links golf, isn't it?
So Iona, you were mentioning the walls a bit ago. So when Tom Doak and the crew came on the property back in 2006, this was all a forest. They had planted trees after World War II as a forestry project, and so this was covered in trees. And as they were pulling some of the trees out, and Tom found these stone walls, and they were, pretty much looked like this, maybe a little. They've been refurbished just a bit, but he was so excited when he found these walls. He said, "We're going to build a golf course that looks like it's been here, hundreds of years."
Yeah.
And it was a little bit of a tribute as well to North Berwick, where he'd spent some time as a young man when he was learning the golf course design, and spent some time here in East Lothian. So we were thrilled that he restored these walls and kept them in play. So we'll have a few that we'll have to navigate today.
Absolutely, and they look beautiful, don't you? There's something so charming about these kind of stone crumbly walls, and perhaps, well, there's certainly the shots they've seen and the tales they could tell would probably be pretty good.
They would at that.
There I am in one of these little spectacle bunkers on the right-hand side. It actually could be worse because it's not gone right up the face, so I might have a chance to advance something through this little gap. Let me go and have a little look in here. Can't be too greedy, I suppose. Maybe an 8-iron max. A 9 would be safe, but if I'm greedy, which today apparently I am, then I think I could maybe squeeze a little 8. Through the wall. Out of interest, what is it to the flag? 240, so I might as well take the 9. You know better than that, Iona. Oh! Even the 9 was greedy. And now
Yeah, that is a tough. You got a little greedy there for sure.
I really thought that the 9 was going to be enough, but now I've got myself in. This is what can happen if you're not prepared to take your medicine, and probably a good lesson for many to learn right now. Let's have a look at this one. 2. Now I've got a proper bunker. Right, Lewis, could I have my 60, please? Oh dear. You ready for this, John?
I'm taking notes. See how you do this one.
Oh God, this is really tough.
Okay, we're out.
She's out. Woo!
Well out.
I'll take that.
I would take it as well.
Welcome to Links Golf.
So Iona, back in 2023,
Yeah.
Rory's big win. I want to walk you over here and show you where he hit from. It was 4-club win into him. He was, I think it was 203, 202. We got a plaque over here somewhere. But he hit a lovely sawed-off 2-iron. And we had one of our members' kids in the back in the stands, and he used his phone and got it, and it was an amazing shot. I mean, you could see it the whole way. Landed about 6 feet, and he knocked in the putt.
Yeah.
And won it from Bob.
I know, it was heartbreak for Robert MacIntyre that year. Of course, we know what happened next, and Bob came back for revenge. But it was to have Bob MacIntyre and McIlroy going down the stretch like that. you couldn't ask for more, really. And that really, the tournament's always been fantastic. The Scottish Open is full of history and it's always been an important one, but really felt like that put it on the stage.
We feel very fortunate. The last few winners have been fantastic, and to be fair, we've had great winners the whole time we've had it here. And just the way the two won, and for Bob to come back last year and win it back was just phenomenal.
And of course, McIlroy was in the mix again, wasn't he?
He was, yeah. And
always lurking.
Adam Scott was there in the clubhouse, with a good shot as well.
Yeah.
So it was a great field and a great event last year.
Brilliant. So Genesis Scottish Open, 16th of July 2023, Rory McIlroy from 202 yards.
Yeah.
It was a 2-iron. Yeah. There you go.
Great.
Fair play, Mr. McIlroy.
Yep, not too shabby. We see quite a few divots here from people who will drop a ball down and see if they can pull it off
Have
as well.
a wee shot, yeah, quite right. Wouldn't
Okay.
be 2-iron from me, I can tell you that.
He said it was a perfect 3-iron, but he didn't have his 3-iron in the bag that week, and so he had to saw off a 2.
There you go. What's the total yardage?
230.
I reckon it's going to go a long way, but I'll try a little sawn off hybrid, because I reckon it's going to scuttle its way along. Lying nicely.
Oh, great strike.
Thank you.
Should be on the green, huh?
It's on the green. I'm just hoping it gets up to that top tier. Halfway up.
That's a great shot.
Oh,
well done.
Thank you. Chances of a 5.
Oh, chunked it. Get over. Oh, there's the wall.
There's the wall.
We said it came into play.
It got you.
It did.
That's what it's designed to do. You can't
golf
get away
gods.
with the chunk and run. Now we get to see a wee shot through the gap.
Yeah, now we get to go through the gap.
Such a brilliant finishing hole. We often see par 5s in tournament golf bringing a lot of drama. Well, this is one of the toughest par 4s in tournament golf on the PGA Tour. In fact, it played as the second toughest hole last year on the whole tour. And today we've got helping wind, but the prevailing wind is into the face, which makes it very hard.
Pushed it. A little bit left. Okay, pin high.
Okay, John, yeah. Down the right-hand side here, we've got some of the hospitality going up, which is always a nice spot to find yourself in, particularly with a wee glass of bubbles.
Right.
If you're one of the lucky ones, and then the grandstands will go up around this green.
Grandstands will be up around the back of the green. The clubhouse to the left, we've got a viewing area up on the clubhouse for the members.
It's a great atmosphere, isn't it?
A wonderful atmosphere. Personally, I think this is the best closing ceremony in golf.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, they bring the bagpipes out.
That's it.
It gets my goosebumps every time I see it.
Yeah, it's thankfully I'm very lucky to be part of it.
You
Often
are.
I can stand there, and I remember holding back the tears when Bob MacIntyre won and announcing him onto the green and seeing his mum Carol and his whole family up there, and I was trying to stop the tears from flowing.
I saw grown men crying while they were seeing Flowers of Scotland.
Yeah.
And it was a magic moment. It was wonderful.
Yeah, it was a moment of history. Of course, Colin Montgomery, the previous Scottish winner of the Genesis Scottish Open, and we waited a long time for Bob to get the business done, and he did it.
He did it. He was very happy that he pulled it off.
I know. He did us all proud, but it'd be good if he went back to back.
Iona, you want me to come up?
Yeah, go ahead, John. This looks
there
good.
There we go, a little better. Better
Yeah,
pace.
nice one, John. Really good. I've left myself a very tricky putt for a 5. Kind of feels like 2 putts from here would be a good result.
Like that pace. Well done.
Thank you.
I'll give you that one.
Thank you. That's great, John. Appreciate that.
There we go.
Yes.
Nice.
Well done, John. Nicely done.
Well, good to be with you, Iona.
Thank you so much for your company today. It's been an absolute treat. We hope you've enjoyed seeing 5 of the toughest holes, particularly the 18th at Renaissance Club, illustrated by the fact I finished with a double bogey. That probably won't be enough to lift the title come July, but we hope you've enjoyed this episode, and we'll see you at the Genesis Scottish Open. At the Renaissance Club, you step into a modern masterpiece, sculpted from an ancient Scottish landscape. The signature 13th hole, one of our 5 toughest, has one of the bonniest views in golf. Its character is enriched by the charming Fidra Island and lighthouse that is said to have inspired Robert Louis Stevenson's Treasure Island. The backdrop of this signature hole is fitting for the sense of fun and adventure that defines a round at the Renaissance and the drama we are certain to find during the week of the Genesis Scottish Open.